move around a little bit in a circle till you find that balance, something out of your habit. Balancing out the body, head balances right over the shoulders, chin even to the floor. Close your eyes. With your eyes closed, create an intention for today's class. First of all, I'd like to thank you guys for joining us today, our Total Results Training family, led by our leader here, Ryan, who suffered an injury. I'm back Saturday, and he's already back on the mat. No excuses. You just sit there with your eyes closed, creating that intention for yourself. Just take a moment to notice the breath coming in and out. With your eyes closed, just noticing that breath coming in and out. And take a moment to empty yourself. Feel that air coming out of the body as the belly button comes to the spine, emptying deep into the diaphragm, letting go of everything. And slowly take that air back in, feeling it come into the nostrils, back in the throat, into the chest cavity, feeling the belly, and out. Slowly rising, coming up the throat, back out the nostrils. Once you take these breaths in and out, just become mindful how precious that breath really is, and how precious your body is, and how precious these moments are that we are sharing together. So we'll take a deep inhale together, filling up the chest, filling up the belly, and we'll hold it for 3, for 2, and for 1. And we'll release it out through the nose, slowly rising. Then we'll take a deep inhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feeling the belly swell up. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. And slowly let that air just come out for 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll hold it for 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And hold and suspend that air for 3, 2, 1. Exhale through the nose. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And hold. And slowly continue to breathe on your own. Taking these same breaths. You can extend the time if you like to. I start off with the slower time just so you get your practice built up. Being mindful of our breath connects us to our body and our mind. Just bringing it all together and appreciating that we are one unit of 3 different elements, well, not elements, but parts: the mind, the spirit, and the body. And we have the opportunity to connect all those together when we come to our mat. Create an example of our lives being whole. Slowly open your eyes. We'll take that inhale together as we gaze up at the ceiling. Chest comes up high. And then we'll exhale, letting the back fall to the back of our mat as we hold and use the support of our knees. We'll take a deep inhale as you rise. And hold. And exhale. And hold. And we'll inhale together. Chest rises. Exhale together. Just waking up the spine. Inhale, lift. And exhale, let it go. Supporting the body, holding onto the knees, pulling the knees as we gaze and we lift up. lift. Exhale, let the spine curve. We'll slowly come up to a neutral spine, balancing the shoulders over the hips. We'll slowly rock over to the left with the inhale, roll across the front, and exhale as we come to the right, allowing the body to fall back. Inhale as we go to the left. Exhale as you go to the right. Just rotating them around the hips. This is the Sufi twist. The Sufi grind, I should say. Just waking up the lumbar. Being mindful of the breath as we move. Inhale forward. Over to the right as we exhale. Inhale on the left, the front. Exhale to the right, to the back. Taking a moment to hear your breath as it comes in and it comes out, creating that nice wave sound in the back of the throat. As you come to the back, we'll slow it down and we'll go in the opposite direction. As we inhale, going to the right, coming to the front. Exhale to the left, to the back. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale to the right. Roll to the front. Trying to keep your seat bones connected to the earth as you rotate. We'll slowly come to a sitting motion, slowing it down, and we'll roll over the knees and we'll come into our tabletop position. In our tabletop, we'll create strong foundation by placing the wrists under the elbows, elbows under the shoulders, lifting our shoulders high, broadening out the back, hips over the knees, tops of the feet press into the mat. We'll wake our feet up by just little slaps on the mat. We're just sitting on our feet for a little bit so we'll get that blood flowing. So with our hands as our foundation, make sure our fingers are spread really wide, giving ourselves the best support. And it just takes a few movements, just moving the body a bit, whatever comes natural to you. Maybe peek over one shoulder, you can drop the belly, lift the hips, just rotate the hips a little bit, wag your tail. Whatever comes to you this morning. Roll around the wrist, wake them up a bit.
I think we established happy dog's my favorite. Feels good.
Yeah, shake it like a Polaroid picture, right? You got it. All right, we'll slow it down and we'll come into our cow pose. Imagine a cow as his belly hangs low to the ground, abdomen stretches, last thing lifts up as the head. And as we exhale, we'll press into the mat as the spine arcs like a cat, raising up to the ceiling, taking our gaze between the knees. And then we'll drop the belly as we inhale, stretching the belly. Gaze comes up last. And as we exhale, taking our gaze between the knees, arcing the spine, pressing firmly into the knees, the hands, into the feet as we lift. And we inhale, we'll drop the belly. And exhale, arc the spine. Inhale, we lift. And exhale, we drop the head between the shoulders, gaze between the knees. One more. Dropping the belly, stretching the abs, tail lifts. And exhale as we arc the spine. Come to your neutral spine, belly tight. Not flexing, but just mindfully, just tight, not hanging, sagging. We'll take our right hand out in front of us, reaching long. Then we'll lift our left leg behind us. This is the bird dog pose. I don't know about all you hunters out there. I'm not a hunter myself, but this is bird dog. We'll hold this position for a little bit. Core is tight. Long extension from the fingertips to the heel. Pressing the heel towards the wall behind you. For good, let's add a couple crunches to this. On the next inhale, we'll take the knee to elbow. Sorry, exhale. Inhale, we extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, we extend. Exhale and crunch. Inhale, extend. Last one, crunch. Inhale, extend. We'll lower that right hand to the floor, or left knee to the floor. Shake out that left wrist a bit. We'll go ahead and we'll extend that left arm out in front of us, right leg behind us. Then we'll come to the bird dog, extending long from the fingertips to the heel. Just waking up the core. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, we'll crunch left knee to right elbow. Sorry, right knee to left elbow. Extend, breathe in. Inhale, crunch. Extend, inhale. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Last one. Exhale, crunch. Right left hand comes to the mat. Shake out the right. We'll take our palm prints, one palm print ahead of us. We'll slowly lower the shoulders and the chin between the hands. Our glutes are high. We'll take a deep inhale. Exhale, we'll slide through. Replacing the palms with the elbows. Just waking up the lower spine. Get a lower stretch. Press the top of our toes into the mat. Internally rotate the inner thighs. That supports and protects the sacrum. So on the inhale, we're going to pull our hearts forward. That action of dragging the forearms. So join me. For the inhale, we'll pull. Shoulder blades down the spine. Exhale, relax. Inhale, we'll lift. Shoulder blades down the back. Chin comes forward. Hips and thighs connect to the ground. Feet connect. Exhale, relax. We'll go to our low cobra, replacing the elbows with the palms. Same action. Sliding the hands back as the heart comes forward. Feet pressing firmly into the mat. Inner rotation in the thighs. Inhale with me, lift. Exhale, relax. Inhale, lift. Exhale, relax. Last one, lift with me. Exhale, relax. We'll bring that right ear to the mat. Extending our right arm to the side. We'll open up the chest. As you press into the left palm, rolling onto the right side of the body. Just creating that nice opening in the shoulders. Just waking up the body this morning. Come back to your intention. Come back to your breath. Take these little moments to be mindful. The mind is always going to wander. It's okay, let's let it pass on by and come back to the breath, come back to your mindfulness. We'll roll back onto our bellies, placing our left ear on the floor with the left arm extended. Use the right hand to press into the mat as you roll onto the left side of the body this time. Take a moment to recognize any tight spots in the body. With that rain last night, I'm sure we slept nice and hard. Now we just have to wake things up. We'll roll back onto our bellies. Bringing our hands to our side of our ribs. We'll lift up one more time on the cobra. As we exhale, we'll lower down, curling our toes under, and we'll slide the glutes on top of the heels, coming into a child's pose with our forehead rested on the mat with the arms extended long. This will be your space you come to whenever you need to take a break. There's no judgments in yoga. This is your practice. We slowly pressing the palms into the mat. Shoulder blades wide on the back. We'll begin to lift the glutes to the sky, belly to the thighs. And slowly begin to straighten the legs and pedal the feet out. Bending the right knee, straightening the left. Straightening the right leg as we spin the left. Just begin to pedal the legs out. Lift up on both toes. high and slowly lower the heels down to the mat. Join me as we lift the right leg parallel to the floor. We'll just do little pulses with our heel pressing into the wall behind us, and we'll pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We'll lower that right leg to meet the left. On the inhale, we'll lift the left leg parallel to the floor, heel pressing towards the wall behind you, and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We'll lower that foot to the mat. Lift the right leg this time. As we come forward into our plank pose with one leg on the mat, we'll bring the right knee to the right tricep. Coming forward into our plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, we'll press it back. Inhale, right knee comes to the left elbow with a slight twist. Inhale. Exhale, press it back. This time we'll come forward to our plank, knee to nose. Lift that foot high. Bend the knee tight. Inhale, exhale, press it back. Lower that right leg to meet the left. I'm going to do the same on the left side. Keep the body balanced. With me, lift the left foot up high. Pressing the heel of the right foot down. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, we'll come forward. Left knee to left elbow. Inhale, press it back. Exhale, left knee to right elbow with a little twist. Exhale, we'll press it back. Inhale, left knee to nose. Lift the foot, come into the toes of the right foot. Inhale, we'll press it back. Lower the feet to the mat. And we'll slowly walk those feet up between the hands, coming into a forward fold at the front of our mats. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Allow the body just to hang heavy. You can grab opposite elbows with the hands as the body hangs. Create a little ragdoll pose. Legs are heavy, feet are solid into the mat. Upper body's just hanging, supported by your lower body. And from here, we'll slowly begin to roll up as we release the hands. Slowly begin to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae, pressing into the mat using the muscles in your quads and abs. Just roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. As you come up to stand, shake everything out. And come to the front of your mat. Shake out the wrists. Feet are hip width apart. On the inhale, we'll take our hands up. We'll take the right to grab the left wrist, and we'll slowly bend over to the right side of the body. Bending to the right, stretching the left ribs, the intercostals, releasing all those toxins. Continue to breathe, continue to stretch. Inhale, lift. Switch to the opposite side. Left wrist grabs the right. Exhale, we'll bend over to the left side. Stretching out the ribs on the right. Slowly moving the hips to the right. Allowing the weight to be heavy in the right foot. Inhale, we'll come up. We'll grab the right left wrist again. Exhale, we'll fold back to the right side. Again, slightly allowing those hips to move to the left. Heavy weight in the left foot. Inhale, we'll come up. Switch wrists. Exhale, we'll fold over to the left. Inhale, we'll lift up. Allow our arms to fall back down to our sides. Just waking things up. We're going to take our arms out to the sides. We're going to bring them into hands to meet in front of our hearts. And then we'll slowly begin to roll the wrists as we wake them up. Roll them on out. You can do any way you feel comfortable. I like to open as I extend and roll them in. And open. And spread them wide. And inhale and bring them in slowly. I myself have really weak wrists, so I practices throughout the day. From driving my car, anytime I have a moment, I stretch my wrists out. One more out.
It's also good as much typing.
Yes, definitely typing on your typewriters.
If you missed that episode or workout, it was pretty funny. Anderson still uses a typewriter.
I do. Ribbons are hard to find. All right, so we'll come back to our mountain pose, allowing our hands to fall to our sides. Join me as I take an inhale, hands to the sky. Then exhale, we'll fold over the legs slowly, hinging at the hips. Allow the hands to connect with the mat, belly on the thighs. We'll take a nice inhale, we'll lift halfway, pressing our hands into our shins. Create an upside down L with the body, kind of. Then we'll exhale, we'll fold forward again, and we'll step back to our plank pose. We'll hold the plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and we'll lower down slowly for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Our cobra, our feet are flat into the mat, hips internally rotate, we'll lift. Exhale, we'll lower, taking our glutes to our heels, toes curl under, lifting the knees off the mat. Now follow me on this one. With the knees lifted off the mat, we're gonna press back up into our plank. And then we'll lower down for 5,
Tricky.
4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll lift into the cobra. Exhale, lower down, toes curl under, glutes to the heels, pressing back, knees come off the mat, and launch it back up to your plank. Lower down slowly, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift. Last one. Take the heels back to the glutes, pressing into the palms. Lift the knees. This time we'll just keep lifting all the way up into our downward dog. Nice job, everybody. Again, if you need to come to your child's pose, it's yours whenever you need it. Inhale with me, we'll lift the left leg. Right leg, I'm sorry. And we'll step it through between the hands, lowering the left knee to the floor. With our right knee over our right ankle, we'll lift both arms up to the sky into our crescent pose. As you see when Ryan does this, he'll lean a little forward, creating this nice crescent shape here to his back. Being mindful not to crunch the lower spine, keeping the belly tight, supporting the back. Take one more inhale, and exhale, we'll fold over, stepping the right foot back to our plank. We'll lower down, lifting our hearts, exhaling, pushing back, glutes over the heels as we lift up into our downward dog. Lifting the left foot, we'll step it through, between the hands, right knee comes to the floor. Inhale, we lift to the crescent pose on this side. Again, taking the hands up high, create a nice stretch in the front of the right leg. Inhale, exhale, we'll fold. Stepping back to your plank, lower down. Inhale, lift in the cobra. Exhale, lower, press it back. Come into your downward dog. We'll lift the right leg one more time. Inhale and lift. Step it through. Lower the left leg to the left knee to the floor. We'll rise up into our crescent. And this time, we'll take the right hand right on the right glute. And we'll take the left hand on the outside of the right arm, right knee. And we'll just create a little twist, supporting our lower spine as we twist. And your inhale, exhale, twist a little deeper. Pulling that right leg, pressing into the left hand as the left hand presses the right, supporting the lower spine. We'll inhale back to the front of the mat, hands come up, exhale, fold, step back to your plank, and lower down. We'll inhale, we'll lift, exhale, we'll lower, curling the toes, glutes to the heels, pressing into the hands, glutes lift high. Weight comes onto the legs, going down the back of the legs into the heels. As we lift the left, step the left leg through, right knee comes to the mat. Lift up to your crescent. Left hand comes to the glute. The right hand comes to the outside of the left knee. Inhale and exhale, twist. Nice supported twist, supporting the lower body, keeping the hips square. Elongating nice from the tailbone to the top of the head. Inhale, we'll release, come to the front, raising our hands. And exhale, we'll fold over the legs, stepping back to our plank. Slowly lower. Inhale, lift. And press it back into your child's pose. You take your knees wide on the mat as the toes come together. Forehead rests on the mat. Coming back to your breath, coming back to your intention. Slowly take your gaze between your hands as we slide the chest forward between the palms. Legs straighten out, we lift up into the cobra. Lower down. Taking the glutes to the heels, pressing into the hands, we lift the hips. And we'll slowly walk the feet to the front of the mat. On the body to hang heavy. On the inhale, we'll slowly rise up vertebrae by vertebrae. I'm going to try a little balance today, nothing too heavy, nothing too tough for us. We're going to create a solid foundation in your left foot. Feel how it connects with the earth, strengthening that leg. Take the hands up high over our heads. And we'll slowly begin to raise the right leg parallel to the floor, keeping that knee parallel. Finding the focal spot in front of you. Keeping your eyes focused on a point. We'll begin to straighten out that right leg as we lift it. Awesome. Keeping that left leg strong, pressing the hamstring back to the wall behind you will give you great support. Inhale, and exhale, we'll lower that leg down. Great job, guys. Simple balance pose. We'll do the same on the right. Creating that nice, solid connection to the earth. Deeply rooted, leg is solid. We'll take the hands up. We'll lift that left leg parallel to the floor, knee bent. Find your focal spot. Find something in front of you that's not moving for you to concentrate on. And we'll slowly extend that left leg out in front of you. Again, the right leg is strong, solid, belly tight, leg is solid. You got it. And exhale, let it go. Great job, guys. Shake the legs out. You know, the energy can get kind of locked up in there. All right, take an inhale with me. Strong mountain pose, inhale, we'll lift. Exhale, we'll fold over the legs slowly. Inhale, we'll lift halfway, pressing the hands into the shins. Exhale, fold, step back to your plank. We'll lower it down. Inhale, we'll lift with the feet flat into the mat. Exhale, we'll lower the chest. Take the glutes to the heels, pressing into the palms. Slowly lift the hips to the sky. We're going to lift the right leg, and we're going to step it through the hands. And this time, we'll bring the left foot up, maybe 1 footprint in front of you. And we'll have both legs straight, and we'll slowly grab the hips, and we'll stand up tall here. We're going to practice on Warrior 1. So Warrior 1, our front leg is straight ahead, 90 degrees, and our rear is about 45. You can kick it out to the side, keeping the hips square. Just so you got a nice base. If you wiggle your hips, you'll still stand. You won't want to have you don't want to have your heels in line. Slightly move your heel out. There you go. Right. So for here, we feel your hips are square. We'll take our hands up, and we'll slowly begin to bend into that right leg. Keeping that left leg straight and strong, letting all the weight fall back on that left leg, and slowly bending to the right. This is your warrior one. If you're familiar with the warrior two when the legs are open, this is our internal rotation. Slightly bend at 30 degrees maybe over that knee, feeling that left leg straighten and stretch. And we'll bring it back up as we straighten the right leg. Again, we'll bend 30 degrees probably this time with the leg straight on the right leg. And slowly bend over. You can take the hands to the thigh, hands to the shin, or hands to the floor. Folding over the leg into a triangle pose. Keeping the hips square. You'll feel that stretch in both legs. This is your warrior two. Great job. Hips are square here. He's folding over. Now watch me. This is not a very dynamic movement, but it's going to take a little mindfulness. We're going to rise up, slowly walking the hands up the legs straight. We'll take the hands up, and then we'll pivot the opposite direction. Bring that right foot onto the side a little bit. Bring the left foot over a little bit. Find your balance. Awesome. So from here, we'll do the same as we did on the other side. Begin to bend in that left leg, coming forward, and slight bend over the leg, stretching out the rear, feeling that energy coming from the outside of the foot, up the body, into the hips. Then we'll slowly straighten out that left leg, and then we'll fold over the left leg like we did on the right, bringing the hands to the thighs, the shins, to the feet, and walking them down to the floor. Stretching the hamstring on the left leg, hips are square. Stance is a little closer than the warrior two. Doing a great job. We're just feeling the body as you fold. We'll slowly walk the hands right back up the leg. Hands come up. Take a little bounce into the right. As we bounce, it comes to the front of your mat. We'll lower the hands down to the sides. Wonderful. We'll come, inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step back to your plank. Lower down. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lower. Curl the toes, press the heels towards the glutes. Then we'll slowly lift the hips up high as we press into our hands, letting the weight fall into the legs, into the heels. Lift the right leg up high. Exhale, step it through. Allow that right foot heel to pivot to the floor. And we'll windmill the hands up into our warrior two pose. Awesome. So in our warrior two pose, our hips are open. Our right knee is over the left ankle, in line with the toes of the right foot. Left foot is slowly arched in about 20 degrees. Sorry about all the mathematics, but about 20 degrees there. Got that wide stance, that solid base. Hips are over the line with the shoulders. Arms extend wide. Find that gaze as you bend into that knee. The shoulders may begin to feel a little heavy. When your arms become heavy, just create a little bounce to them. We'll take an inhale, we'll begin to straighten the right leg. Taking the right hand up on the left leg to connect with the left hand. This is our peaceful warrior. Then we'll exhale, we'll go back into our warrior two. Inhale, we'll straighten out the right leg again, arching it back. Exhale, back into your warrior two. One more lift. Straightening the leg. Exhale, bend the right knee, and we'll windmill the hands down to the floor. As the hands frame the foot, we'll step it back to your plank, and you'll lower the chest slowly to the mat. We'll lift up with our inhale and the cobra. Lower down, curling the toes. Exhale, we'll press it back, lifting the hips. Inhale, we'll lift the left foot to the sky. Step it between the hands. Pivot the right heel to the floor so they line up with the left. And we'll slowly windmill those hands up into our warrior two on the left side. Left leg is leaning forward. Left knee is directly over the ankle like Ryan has it here. This leg right here, your straight leg is your support leg, super strong. Shoulders are in line with the hips. He's got this perfect. His gaze is going to come towards the left fingers. Like a strong warrior preparing for any obstacle. We'll hold that. Take an inhale. As the shoulders become heavy, begin to bounce. And then we'll inhale, straightening the left leg, allowing the right hand to come to the right leg as we raise the left hand to the sky, arching back into our peaceful warrior. Then we'll bend right back into the left hand as our arms come parallel to a warrior two. Straighten, inhale, and exhale back to the warrior two. Last one, inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, bend into the left leg. We'll rotate and windmill the hands to the floor. Framing the left foot, we'll step back to our plank and we'll slowly lower down. Inhale, we'll lift our hearts. And exhale, curl the toes, press it back. Inhale, lift the right leg. And we'll step it through on the exhale, pivoting the left heel to the mat again. Coming up into your warrior two pose. Arms extended wide. Shoulders over the hips. We'll inhale, we'll straighten the right leg, reaching up high. Then we'll exhale, bend it into the right leg. We'll bring the right elbow on top of the right leg this time, creating that long side angle pose as we extend the left arm over the head. Then we'll inhale, we'll take the left hand to the left leg again as we rise up into the peaceful warrior. This time our arms will come parallel with the legs straight. And we'll reach forward, allow the left hip to come up as we fold over the right leg, reaching for the shin, the foot, or maybe even the floor, into the triangle. Take your gaze up to the left thumb, a bit spot there for you. Tucking in the hips, create a straight line with the body. On the inhale, we'll slowly bend that right knee again as we come up, back into our warrior two. Inhale, straighten up, straighten the right leg, and then exhale, we'll windmill it back over. Coming to the floor, framing the foot, stepping back to your plank, we'll lower down. Inhale, we'll lift. Exhale, we'll lower, curling the toes, pressing back, lifting the hips, coming to your downward dog. Inhale, we'll lift the right foot, step it through. Left foot, step it through, pivoting the right heel to the floor, coming up into your warrior two. You can find that nice position, strong foundation. Energy comes up into the hips, through the body, and out through the hands. We'll come to our peaceful warrior, straightening the left leg. Right arm, left arm goes back. Exhale, take the left elbow to the left thigh, creating a side angle, reaching the right arm over the head. Inhale, we'll straighten the left leg again, coming up to our peaceful warrior. This time, bring the arms parallel with the left leg straight. We begin to reach forward with the left hand, pulling the right hip back as we fold over the left leg, reaching the right hand high to the sky. You can take the gaze up to the right thumb if you're comfortable. Remember to breathe. And inhale, bend that left knee. We'll come back to your warrior. Back to the peaceful warrior as we lift the left hand high, left leg straight. And we'll windmill it back to the floor. Stepping through, coming to your plank. Lower down. Heart lifts. Exhale, lower. Glutes to the heels. We'll sit in our child's pose. Toes come together, knees wide, forehead to the mat. Come back to your breath. back to your intention. We'll slowly slide through, taking your gaze between the hands. Belly and chest slide through to the hands. Heart lifts, cobra pose, lower down. Take it back into your downward dog. Glutes to the heels, hips lift high. We'll lift the right leg. Exhale, we'll step it through. We'll bring the hands inside the right foot. We'll come to our little lizard pose here. With our right shoulder right beside our right knee. You can take that left knee to the floor if you need to as well. And we'll slowly bring the elbows to the mat, if it's there for you. Keeping that left knee tight. Right leg tight to the ribs. Nice deep stretch in the hips. Wonderful. If you would like to go a little deeper, you can come up on the toes of the left foot. Create a deeper stretch.
Yeah, that's deeper.
Awesome. You're doing a great job here, guys. We'll bring the hands to the mat, lowering that left knee to the mat if you raised it. We'll take the frame of the foot and we'll begin to lean back, lifting the toes of the right foot towards us as we straighten the right leg. Creating that half split with the left hip over the left knee. And we'll just wobble that right foot side to side, feeling that thigh bone in the hip socket. Awesome. Take a deep inhale, we'll lift up to the hands, and exhale, we'll kind of fold over the leg. Create a deep stretch in the back of the hamstring. Nice. Slowly begin to walk the hands up to the foot. We're going to be in a low lunge. We're going to plant the left hand next to the right foot. I'm going to take this right hand up high. And we're going to reach back and grab the foot on the left side. Create a nice hamstring stretch. If that's not there for you today, you can just press the right hand side, the right inner thigh here. Create a deep stretch. Or if you want the quad stretch on the left side, just reach back. Allow the head to fall back. You want that left leg to pull the hand. Create a nice deep stretch, both hips. Wonderful. We'll swim that arm back around. We'll come to the pelvic toe to the left foot, and we'll begin to bring that right foot back. We'll go right to the downward dog. We'll lift the left leg, and we'll step it through. Lowering the left knee to the floor, bring the left hand inside the left foot. Again, we'll come to our lizard pose. We want our left shoulder to meet our left knee. And we'll slowly lower the elbows to the mat. Keeping that leg tight to the side. Again, if you did it on the other side, you want to go deeper. Lift that right knee off the mat. Get a nice deep stretch in the hips. Some of you are able to go a little deeper. You can rest your forehead on the mat. You can reach the arm underneath the leg. Go a little deeper, tucking the left shoulder under the left knee. Whatever's there for you, whatever your body's calling for today, take the time to play with it. We'll bring the hands back to the mat. Begin to walk them back as we come into our half split on the left side. Left leg is straight, toes are curled back towards your face. Right hip is directly over the right knee. And then just let the foot fall to the left and fall to the right. Just getting a sense of that connection with the thigh bone and the hip socket. Take an inhale, we'll lift up. And exhale, allow the belly to fold over the leg a little deeper into the ham. String. Inhale, we'll come to the sole of the left foot as we bend the left knee. Bringing that right hand a little closer to the left foot. We'll swim that left arm back. And we'll do the quad stretch on the right leg this time. Using that right hand to support you. Lean onto that right hand as the chest opens. Allowing the head to fall back. Pressing the top of the right foot into the left, the left palm. Create a nice deep stretch in the hips. Allowing that left leg to fall. Awesome, guys. We're not forcing anything, we're just letting the body fall into place. Feeling all that juiciness. Swimming that left hand over. You take it to the outside of the left foot. Curl the right toes underneath you. And we'll come back to the downward dog. Take a moment to slowly walk the feet up between the hands. While you're in your fold, rise to the tops of the toes, bending the knees, slowly bringing the glutes to the heels with the feet, with the toes bent, stretching the arches of the feet. Then we'll slowly bring the heels to the mat. We'll begin to sit down. Wonderful job today, guys. Let's do a nice and easy hip opener. I know we've done this before, maybe once. We're gonna rock the baby.
Just rock the baby.
So with the left leg straight, we'll take the sole of the right foot and place it in the crease of the left elbow. For some of you, if that's too tight, you can just hook both elbows underneath the shin of the right leg. Just trying to pull that right leg towards you. The rest of us that are a little more open, we'll brace that heel inside there. We'll take the right arm, wrap it around the knee as we interlace the hands in front of us, and we'll just rock the baby side to side. Left leg is strong, supporting us from below. Sitting up tall. Just feeling the hip stretch. And a nice deep stretch on the outside of the right thigh. From here, we'll let the left hand drape on the right shin, and we'll reach the right hand out to the side. And we'll just roll over on the glutes. Looking for that juiciness. We've had a few days off. And some nice weather. You might have went out yesterday and had a run or a bike ride or a nice long dog walk. Let's just wake up those butt cheeks.
I don't know, man. Mary Lightfoot's everywhere.
Yeah, I see. She's popping up everywhere in people's refrigerators.
Stay home, people.
Wonderful job, guys. Awesome. We'll come back to center. We'll stretch that right leg out. And we'll treat one baby like the other baby with love. And we'll grab that left foot. Again, bringing the sole of the left foot inside that pit of the right elbow. Wrapping that left elbow underneath the left knee. And we'll just rock that baby side to side. Oh, you got this side.
Couldn't do that one the other day.
It's amazing when you see the differences in the size of the body, or just a difference in a week ago or a day ago. The body will fall into place where it needs to be. We've had so many obstacles on us, creating all kind of tensions and unbalance. Just take a moment to balance things out. Pulling that knee close, pulling that shin tight to the chest. A nice deep open hip. And again, we'll extend the left hand up to the side, resting the palm of the right hand on the shin. We'll begin to roll on that hip. Do whatever feels natural to you as you roll around and search for that juicy spot. Once you find it, just rest on it and take your breath there. Take a nice inhale, making sure that oxygen goes right to that location. And on the exhale, letting all that pain and juiciness subside. Awesome. We'll bring them both legs out. We'll create a nice little bend in the knees. And no class is complete without a little ab work. So we're gonna do our boat pose. Like I said before, if some of us need extra support, you can bring your hands beside your hips as you raise the legs parallel to the floor, shins are parallel. The rest of us are gonna reach our hands on the side of our shins. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lift. And 5. And 4. 3. 2. And 1. Relax your back on the floor. Feet lay heavy. Actually, we're going to bring the knees up. We're going to do our bridge pose from here. So, with our heels as close to our glutes as possible, we're going to bring our hands down by sides where our fingertips slightly touch the heels. And on the inhale, we're going to lift our hips high as we press our arms into the mat. So on the inhale with me, lift, inhale, pressing the arms into the mat, hips lift high, shoulder blades roll under the spine as you interlace the fingers underneath you. Lift the hips up high. Imagine the chest coming closer to the chin as you just broaden out the chest. Nice deep inhale. Legs parallel, knees in line with the hips. Pressing firmly into the soles of the feet. Nice deep inhale. And exhale, allow the arms to roll out from underneath us, slowly lower vertebrae by vertebrae. Gathering ourselves, take a nice inhale, let it all out the mouth. And inhale, we'll lift the hips. Shoulder blades into the back, triceps pressing into the soul, the earth. Hips lift high, chest towards the chin, pressing the crown into the mat. Hold. And exhale, we release. Allow the arms to roll out from underneath us. And the spine slowly comes to the mat. We'll take our right ankle and we'll place it on the left thigh, just above the knee. We'll thread that right hand through to grab and interlace the fingers behind the hamstring or the front of the left shin. And we'll draw that knee back towards our chest. As you're pulling it back, just take a little massage left and right, finding what's best for you. Finding all that juiciness in there. When you find that spot, hold it for a little bit and breathe into it. Again, the knee is pulling towards the chest, opening up the hip. We'll take both of the soles of our feet to the mat. Actually take them to the outside of the mat with the knees falling in towards the middle. And little windshield wipers, just opening up the hips a bit. As you come to the top, we'll slow it down. We'll take the left ankle on the right thigh, just above the knee. And we'll reach through as we lift that right knee up, interlacing the fingers behind the thigh, pulling that thigh towards the chest, flexing the right foot. Just take a little massage left and right, finding a nice deep opening. And we'll release, allow the feet to come to the outside of the mat again. Knees falling toward the center. And we'll just windshield wipe the legs a little bit more. We'll slow it down. We'll extend the arms out wide. Left arm to the left, right to the right, obviously. Pressing the palms into the mat. We'll draw the knees towards the chest. We'll allow our legs to fall to the right. Knee on top of knee, ankle on top of ankle. Slowly lift up to the center and allow our legs to fall to the left. Knee on top of knee, ankle on top of ankle as they connect with the earth. A nice twist. Not to mention you can gaze over the right arm as the legs fall to the left. Nice little twist in the body. We'll slowly come back to center. Wrapping the arms around the shins. Showing ourselves a little self-love here today. We'll embrace ourselves as we embrace our community. Being mindful of our intention. And being mindful of our actions throughout the day. A little massage to the back as we rock side to side. Just a little appreciation for the body. Allow your arms to fall to the side, the feet to lift high to the sky, heels pressing up. Flex the legs one last time, and then we'll slowly lower the legs for the count of 3, 2, and 1. And as those heels connect with the mat, allow the feet just to fall. Let the arms just fall. Allow the body to feel super heavy. Super heavy. Remember when you joined us today in our TRT family, our world family, our yoga family, our loving family. With the body heavy, take a moment to thank the toes, thank the ankles, the calves, the knees, your thighs and your hips. All of those things came together. We had obstacles coming from every direction. The body came together to hold it all together for us today. Be mindful of the stomach, the muscles, the chest cavity as it expands and contracts, pumping that air through the body. Be mindful of that loving heart. And that thoughtful mind on top of your shoulders. Slowly begin to roll onto the left side of the right side of your body, into a fetal position. Starting a new beginning. As we say, when we come to our mat, we let it all go. Everything that came the night before, the morning with us, we let it all go. As we start our day anew, in our fetal position, our rebirth, with your eyes closed, slowly come to the front of your mat, assisting yourself with your left hand as you press up with your eyes closed. Legs crossed, shoulders balanced over the hips. We're going to take our hands out to the sides, palms wide, embracing all that comes our way. And we'll learn how to deal with anything that we come across. As we did on our mat today, we'll follow our path through our lives. Bringing our hands together in front of our hearts, we'll fold forward over our legs. And as we rise, namaste. Love and light.
On that note, tornado sirens.
Is that what that is?
That's the monthly test. It's the first
Tuesday
Tuesday of every
class is over, alarm off.
First Tuesday of every month at 10 o'clock.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you, guys.
If you get a chance, open the window, let that sun shine on your face today.
Yeah, 71 degrees today. Get some fresh air. We'll be back Thursday for yoga, 4 p.m. today, kids classes, and every day 6:30 live resistance training.
Thank you, everyone.
All right.
Peace.
Tuesday. Enjoy.